Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best most minimalist PC cases.
Starting at number 5.
NZXT H7 Flow. With just two of the company's F120Q airflow case fans behind a skeletal frame with a perforated front panel, the NZXT H7 Flow manages to deliver excellent temperature and noise level numbers in our testing, beating or competing well against pricier chassis with more fans and glass panels. It's also a pleasure to build in, with good cable management and a $130 MSRP that's quite reasonable in this era of seemingly ever-increasing prices. The primary missing feature here, which will feel refreshing for many builders, is the lack of any RGB to light up your system. That, combined with the boxy look and perforated front, means this case isn't the prettiest on our list, but it can certainly look good with some tasteful lighting delivered via your components, extra fans, or a light strip. And if you don't like the look of the fully vented front and you aren't that concerned about keeping your temps as low as they can go, the non-Flow H7 model has a solid front, but with everything else we loved about the H7 Flow.
Coming at number 4.
Corsair Obsidian Series. Corsair's 4000X RGB is a sleek gaming tower that comes with 2 glass panels and 3 RGB spinners. Priced at about $135 now, it's not cheap, but its design is thoroughly considered, and as you build with it, it's clear where Corsair's gaming and PC building pedigree comes from. Indeed, the 4000X RGB, as well as the similar 4000D Airflow, is an extremely easy and convenient chassis to build a system in, and everything just makes sense. While it won't blow you away with premium materials such as aluminum, the dark tinted glass ensures that you only see RGB lighting inside the case, allowing you to be a little sloppy with cable management because you won't see it anyway. Add to that Corsair's class-leading RGB ecosystem, and you've got a very pretty case that's convenient in use and always looks good, no matter what you install inside it. Alternatively, if you're after something with a bit more flexibility, the Lian Li Lancool 3 RBG is an impressive option with movable front I/O, excellent cable management and lots of internal space. But priced about $30 more than the Corsair case, with somewhat noisy fans and CPU thermals that weren't quite as good as we'd expect from a mesh front case with 3 140mm spinners, it's not as easy to recommend as Corsair's 4000X RGB.
At number 3.
Lian Li Lancool. With a starting price of just $100, or $15 more if you want to add an RGB controller and more USB ports, Lian Li Lancool 216 delivers some of the excellent design features of its pricier O11D Evo and Lancool 3 cases, while adding a nifty PCIe fan mount and large 160mm RGB intake fans. The top I/O can be moved to the left side, near the bottom, if you're going to keep the case on your desk. The Lancool 216 isn't a quiet case, but its thermal performance is excellent, especially if you add a rear 120mm below the GPU mounts, via the included bracket. There are hundreds of cases around the $100 price point, but the 216 stands out thanks to novel features for its price, great airflow, and solid design, with superb cable routing. We just wish an extra fan for the PCIe bracket were included in the price.
Number 2 of my list.
Fantex XT Pro. Not long ago, a PC case with 4 140mm RGB fans and a tempered glass side panel would have cost well north of $100. But Fantex manages to deliver that, plus support for high-end components and emerging rear connector motherboards, in a choice of black or white, for just $80. It's a great case for builders looking to put together a gaming rig with great cooling, who want to spend most of their money on core components like the graphics card and CPU. The 4 included RGB fans deliver lots of airflow, and with some tweaking of settings in your BIOS or software, they can also run reasonably quietly. And when I installed an MSI Project Zero motherboard in the case, all the holes lined up perfectly and there was enough room for cable slack. SATA drive support is also good for a mainstream case, with a 3.5-inch drive cage and up to 5 2.5-inch drives supported. It's clear that Fantex had to cut some corners to keep the costs down, There's even a step-down XP Pro model with a single fan that has an MSRP of just $50. There are no grommets around the cable holes, and only 2 top USB ports, one USB-C and one USB-A. But for just $80, the Fantex XT Pro Ultra delivers great airflow, lots of RGB, and support for modern features and high-end hardware. There are better cases out there if you're willing to spend significantly more than $100. But in its price range, Fantex XT Pro Ultra is hands down the best option for most gamers and system builders.
And number 1.
Fractal Design North. We aren't sure who asked for a PC case that mixed mid-century modern design, wooden slats and all, and high airflow, but we sure are glad that Fractal Design answered with the excellent North Mid Tower. Available with either a mesh side, as retested, or tempered glass, and in white with chrome accents on the I/O and feet, or black with some seriously pretty brass, this is arguably the prettiest PC case ever produced, period. And thanks to its pair of 140mm fans and an included side bracket, for the mesh model, that can hold another pair of 140mm fans, not included, the North has excellent thermals as well. Just note that it can get noisy when delivering those temps. The glass side panel may help a bit on the noise front, but likely at the cost of at least some thermal performance. If you don't like the case's looks, then the company's Meshify 2 Compact, below, is probably a better option for you. But if you're after a case that matches the pretty furniture in your living room, has lots of room for storage, and won't break the bank at $130, nothing else comes close to the North. We hope Fractal's bold move inspires other case makers to try something different.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.